Hello everyone, welcome to day 3, look 3 of my week with the vault. Today I have been looking forward to all week long because this palette right here, the purple palette, this is the Bling Boss palette. Ever since I saw it, ever since I opened it, ever since I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to use that palette. It is gorgeous. I love purples, I love shimmers. This just has everything that I wanted. So I have been so looking forward to using this palette and like seriously praying that it was everything I dreamed and hoped for it to be. So I think you can tell from my excitement that it is. I love it so much. So again, just like yesterday's video, I'm going to go ahead and let you see exactly what I did today. I'm going to talk to you about the colors I used and how they performed for me. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing I did was go in with the color Hush Hush. This one is super duper light. It is a very gray, ashy toned purple. So even with me on my skin tone, you can almost barely see it. And I think definitely you can see it a lot more in person. I think my camera, the lights kind of might have drowned it out a bit more, but it is still on the lighter side, so just keep that in mind. And that one doesn't really build up very well. So even though you can continue packing on color, if you're trying to deepen it up, you're not going to be able to. This color just is light from the start, and that's just what it is. The good thing about this one is that it is packed very, very hard. So even though I went in and swirled the crap out of my brush in it because I was trying to get the color to deepen up, there was barely any fall, there was no kickback. I decided to go in next with the color Sparks. Now this is a beautiful cranberry color. There is a color very similar to this one in the original 35 color Jaclyn Morphe palette that I love. I try and use that color as much as I possibly can because I love it so much. So I focused this on the outer section of my crease. I wanted to make sure that you can still really see this because I went in next with the color Rockstar, which is a very plummy purple, but it is like purple. And it is so beautiful. Now you can see, I know I showed you in the video, the color Rockstar has a ton of kickback, and I barely touched the color with my brush and ton of stuff came flying off. So go in extremely extra light-handed with that shade especially. That's the only one that gave me such an issue. But even though like when you put your brush in there and there's that kickback, nothing actually fell out on my eyes. So I appreciate that. And I went in basically on the very, very, very outer edge with the color Rockstar. And I'm gonna continue going back and forth with Sparks, that really cranberry shade, and Rockstar, and then the next one, because anytime that I'm deepening up that outer edge, I want to make sure that none of that cranberry is getting lost. So that's why you're going to see me going back and forth a ton. And then I wanted to deepen up the outer edge the most with the color Mystic. Now this color is super creamy. When you touch it, it feels amazing. It's a very, very dark, I don't know how you explain this. It's like a purple brown, but it's super duper dark. So it's not anywhere near like a violet or vibrant purple. It is a very, very deep purple brown. And it was perfect. It was the perfect color to use on that outer edge right there. And again, I just continued going back and forth with all three of those colors, Sparks, Rockstar, and Mystic, to make sure that none of them were lost and that that outer edge was nice and deep. I then went ahead and cut my crease off camera. I love just putting shimmer shades on top of like a white base. That way they have something to pop off of and be way more blingy. I did swatch all of the shimmers for you again today, so I'll insert a clip of that. And I just always like to cut out my crease because it just makes it a lot easier for the colors to pop and shine and really be their most vibrant and beautiful. And then I decided to use the color Glitz and Glam. This color is really unique in the sense that it is still like that kind of pinky gold, but there's more of like a rose gold essence to it. and I thought that it would look so freaking pretty on the inner corner, and I was right. So I went ahead and put that all over that cut crease area. And then of course I just continued deepening everything up, making sure all of those other colors were nice and vibrant. And off camera, I went ahead and did Rockstar and Mystic on my lower lash line to bring that purple down, so that way everything kind of tied together. And then I went in with the color Bling Bling on the very inner corner as the inner corner highlight. And I think it looked absolutely beautiful. So that's that. So yeah, this is my super gorgeous purple Bling Boss look. I have been craving to use this palette. I love it so much. I love my look so much as well. And I love that none of the shades got lost or muddy or patchy. I've had such a great, amazing experience with the Welt collection so far. I've got to say, I'm really nervous for tomorrow. I'm really, really nervous to use the very deep, what's that one called? The Dark Magic palette. It's not something that I generally, those are just not colors that I generally gravitate towards. But as far as today's look goes, I love it so much. Everything was creamy, buttery, not patchy, super smooth, vibrant, so gorgeous. And I actually don't have anything to complain about with this palette. Like, everything that I used was stunning. Everything that I used worked very, very well. And I will say, like, you saw my face when I dipped my hand into that buried treasure. Oh my god, when I looked at it in the pan, this one right here, I was kind of just like, how the heck do you use that? But do you see on my camera, like, it just yells at you. Look at all of that gorgeous glitter shine. And then when I swatched it, I had no idea it was going to be that beautiful and that intense. I was a little bit kind of like, I wonder how that shade's gonna go, you know? Oh, but it's stunning. So I don't know how I'm gonna use that. I never know how to use or approach colors like that, so I'm gonna have to at some point step out of my comfort zone, or at the very least watch some more videos and see how other people use it, so I can get an idea of how I should be doing so. Also, I really wanted to use the color Gem today, this super deep royal purple. But I ended up going in a very different direction, and I love it. So yeah, that'll be the end of today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel before you leave. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!